From ICC Durban in the heart of Durban, South Africa, we've just had the French pairing of Simone Gauzy and Pritika Pavad 3-2 over the German sensations Dong Cho and Nina Mittelham. Coming up next, the King of Africa, Quadri Aruna and Álvaro Robles of Spain. After that, Liu Jun and Hana Goda, the African Cup champion, the youngest player here, Hana Goda. Adrien Rasenfos and Christian Carlsen will battle it out. And then the pride of Puerto Rico, Utuado's own, Adriana Diaz versus Ivana Malabovets.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match is the men's singles. Let's give a warm Saubona all the way from Spain to Álvaro Robles. And his opponent is here from Africa, Nigeria. Let's give it up for Quadri Aruna!
So here he is, the King of Africa himself. Quadri Aruna has entered the billing. The billing, top billing, the building. Man, he is top billing in this match with Álvaro Robles on the other side, a silver medalist in the men's doubles event at the World Championships just a few years back. You can see his racket there, the one with the green on the far side belongs to Quadri Aruna. One of the biggest, if not the biggest forehand in the game, Quadri Aruna. And Álvaro Robles, very good behind the table. Lots to look forward to here. They've played 3 times before. 2 of those have gone to the King of Africa, and one of them to Álvaro. So anybody's game here, 2 very different styles. The world ranked number 16, Quadri Aruna, has been in the top 10. And here we have Pilot Dwangvili Achai from Thailand, our umpire for the match. He'll be taking care of the coin toss and making sure that everything is fair and square. Players come together to get things started.
Black and you red. Red. Is it? Service. Aruna, size.
So the table has been set, and now it is time for our appetizer. We'll have a 2-minute warm-up. I'm your commentator, Adam Bobrow, joining me in the commentary booth for my first time ever to work with her, although she's a seasoned vet now after having commentated the entire last match. Olufunke Oshonaike, the Queen of Nigeria. How you doing, Funke?
I'm fine, like I said from the beginning. I'm so excited, and I'm more excited now because Aruna Quadri, I call him Oba of Africa, the King of Africa. I'm going to be commenting on his game with Adam. So I'm all set for this wonderful, wonderful match.
Well, I'm excited too. 3 events to his name already. I think the viewers can hear in your voice that you touched my shoulder when you said my name. There's just so much love in the room right now. So much love for table tennis.
Oh, yeah.
Funke, as a 7-time standout Olympian and an uncountable, I mean, the newspaper said 25, but I think you stopped counting probably in the double digits of national championships. What are you looking forward to most here about this matchup?
As a Nigerian, you know, I just want Aruna to win. But as a commentator, I think I don't have to be partial. But let's see what is going to happen. I want to see a good game. I want to see a lot of rally. I want to see powerful forehand drive from Aruna. And let's see what is going to happen. Because, in table tennis, nothing is 100%. So,
except for the total here of the fan votes, 73 and 27 adds up to 100. 73% behind the King of Africa. Now, whether that means they're rooting for him or they simply believe he will win, you can see the vote there. You can cast your vote and affect it at worldtabletennis.com. Let us know what you think.
I think Aruna is loved in Africa, and we are in Africa.
Love all.
So here we go. Quadri Aruna gets the first point to start off this best-of-7 match. Can you talk to us a little bit about his style?
He played very good forehand drive, very powerful. And I think he's one of the most powerful forehand drive in the world today. And he has a little problem with the backhand. Everybody knows that. But I just hope everything is going to work very, very good for him tonight.
So what you're telling me is you're 100% unbiased.
I am. I am 70% unbiased tonight.
70%. All right, here we go. Soft flick here. Robles jammed up in the middle. Quadri Aruna looking to pin that big midsection.
Wow! I screamed! I said, look at that beautiful backhand drive from Aruna. I was not actually expecting. I'm so sorry that I'm so loud. That was shocking for me, but beautiful.
2, 3.
Can anyone else hear anything? Is it? I'm just checking the headphones here. No, that was amazing. Quadri Aruna definitely bringing some big surprises here, but a nice off-pace one there from Robles.
3, 4.
Just adjusting the levels a little bit in my headphones. It's exciting time to be alive right now. On home soil, Quadri Aruna. Coach Bello knows it well.
Yeah, Nigerian coach.
4,
Good service
3.
from Aruna.
So what do you think makes the difference at this level of play between two players like this?
There's special thing you have to do on the table because it's not sure you know what is happening, Adam. You play table tennis, you play good table tennis.
I appreciate that, but you are the pro. You know how many time national champion of Nigeria I am? I lost count as well. Sort of the opposite of you. You have infinity, I have 0.
You're the champion of the world. You've been everywhere. You've played almost against all the good players.
Well, the best in the world here fighting to be the world champion. Let's see. Quadri Aruna well on his way in game 1.
Wow, look at that backhand drive from Álvaro.
Yeah, he does a wonderful job of fishing it, sort of keeping it in play with a bit of topspin, waiting to get the big weapon of mass destruction on the other side, that forehand into play.
I love that word, mass destruction. Wow.
And 3.
Biggest forehand player in the world, Quadri Aruna. Look at that. Look at the forehand drive to the corner.
You're not the only one who feels that way.
Wow.
4,
Good drive.
Yeah, Robles doing an excellent job to stretch Quadri out to that wide forehand and exploit a little bit of an opening on the backhand side. We know Quadri has this undying effort and fast feet to recover. But even this one just too good. If Quadri can't reach it, nobody can.
Exactly. That was hard.
Still a 4-point lead for Nigeria's own, the King of Africa, Quadri Aruna.
That was good, but it was too high of a shot. Sure.
I think there is a lot of credit to be given to Robles here. He's done quite well in mixed doubles, done quite well in men's doubles, and he's tough to hit through. One of the taller players in the game, excellent feeling behind the table. I feel like his backhand's developed quite a bit. Despite that, Quadri with a tight serve here sneaks it under the racket.
Good service from Aruna. Wow.
7, 9.
What happened?
That is the question, the eternal question. What happened? Quadri Aruna with this backhand, heavy spin, and it comes right back off the bounce. Robles ready.
Oh, that was a beautiful top swing from Robles. Aruna has to be very, very careful now.
Scoreboard definitely sending some warnings. Álvaro Robles within 1, making his comeback here in the first. It's a best of 7.
That was a net. That was a net.
Yeah, a little bit of help off the top of the net there, but the big forehand from Quadri Aruna is always a struggle to deal with. We've seen it get through some of the best in the world, including Tomokazu Harimoto, Liang Jingquin.
That's true.
Several Chinese players for that matter. So Quadri's really not letting anybody off the hook here. Today he's got 2 game points in the first.
Look at that. That is Quadri Aruna with the biggest forehand in the world.
And the fast feet to set it up, turns the corner, puts it out wide, out of reach, and takes game number 1, 11-8. So, off to a good start on the home continent soil. The king himself, world ranked the racket for full spin and control out here.
Second game, Aruna to serve. Love all.
Ready for the action. Quadri starts it off.
And is starting with the beautiful forehand top spin.
Yeah, another one a little bit off the top of the net here, but as you mentioned, immediately getting into the point.
Love 2.
Now here's a question I always wanted to ask. The backhand serve that we see a lot of the players from Nigeria doing, do you know the origin of that backhand serve?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
I can only see Aruna doing the forehand service.
Yeah, he'll stick with it for as long as he can. Generally, players who do favor the forehand will serve from the backhand corner so that the majority of the tables, a forehand waiting on the third ball. 6 of the last 8 points to Quadri Aruna.
Managing, he should move faster with his leg. He was too slow with the shot this time around.
Robles doing a good job here to move him around to the wide forehand first and then send him deep to the backhand side.
Good drive. I love it.
It's so funny. These are both my friends, but I feel like just to balance things, I should pretend to be from Spain so that we get the full effect here.
I'm so sorry that I'm a little bit passionate.
No, I love your passion.
1-5.
It's understandable. Quadri Aruna here is going to have all of the support in the stadium and from fans throughout the continent. He's done so much. He's already done charity events here with the kids just to inspire hope. He carries the hopes of all of Africa. They really see themselves in Quadri Aruna, and Coach Bello, whenever he can be, is here to support, whether he's here in person or talking on the phone.
Let 1-5.
Yeah, that was a good drive from Robles. Robles. Good shot.
Yeah, Robles is good over the table, despite being quite commonly found behind the table.
5-3.
This is the thing, right? At this level of play, while you can survive behind the table for some time, it's not going to be to your advantage to get behind the table. So both players fighting for positioning here.
6-3.
You know, sometimes when you push a no spin shot, sometimes players don't see it, and that's exactly what happened to Robles. Good service
3-7.
from Aruna.
Yeah, 2 big points here.
Yep.
After a string of points from Robles as well. That subtle variation you talk about, so tough to read.
Good service.
4-7.
Very good service from Robles.
And what do you see that he does differently there on the serve?
It's kind of mixed.
7-5.
You know, that kind of a service that you don't actually know what is coming to you. I do the same thing, and I think that's a problem.
Okay, noted. I'm expecting a problem from your serve. I have been waiting to play you. We'll see. We'll find our time. 2-point game here. Back and forth they go on their serves.
That was a no-spin service from Aruna.
So what Funke is describing, empty. It looks like spin, and then someone
Well,
just
that was empty.
empty the float serve there. No spin's good.
What a beautiful comeback from Aruna. But one thing I like about Robles is playing to all the angles. It's making Aruna to move his leg.
Right, he's waiting back there in the backcourt, just fishing with the backhand, waiting for the opportunity to bring that forehand back into play.
Exactly. It's powerhouse.
Let 5-9. Six, 9.
Good spin on this serve, heavy underspin, leaving it in an uncomfortable place too.
That's what happened. He should have done. Be able to do more topspin. Wow.
9-7.
Good service to Aruna.
Yeah, the bottle challenge serve deep to the backhand there, just changing it up from the serve before, keeping him guessing on the receive.
Wow.
9-8.
What can I say? That was empty ball to Aruna.
Tricky times right now,
Yeah.
Quadri Aruna. Doesn't miss by a lot. The defense, the balloon, the sky lob nearly comes down on the table, but once again, Quadri Aruna finds himself with 2 game points.
Beautiful shot from Aruna.
The pockets are out early in this match. That means Quadri is pumping from the start. Doesn't miss by a lot in that replay, curving back towards the table.
Good
9-10.
service from Robles. It is hard.
One game point saved, one more to go for Quadri. Forehand takes care of business. He's fired up as can be. 2-0 he starts. He's halfway there. And he's living on more than a prayer right now. He's living on the scoreboard for real. Station left and they've been tight. Álvaro Robles. Saubona, and welcome back. Ekabo, welcome to the table. It is Nigeria's Quadri Aruna, just flexing one of a few words I know in Yoruba, the language that was used in the corner there that you also speak, Funke.
Yeah, I speak Yoruba too. Ekabo is welcome back to this wonderful, wonderful match in South Africa, Durban to be precise. And over the King of Africa is showing a beautiful game from Durban, South Africa.
So Robles here, the man with the task at hand.
Love 1.
Very fair play, Robles acknowledging that the ball clipped the edge on the way down. We couldn't have heard it from here.
I didn't hear anything.
1.
Good backhand drive from Robles.
So I know this might be tough for someone who really wants to see Quadri Aruna move on through, as much of the world does. But for Robles, what do you think he has to do to really be effective on the table?
He has to play more to Aruna's backhand and to the middle.
3-1.
Well, here going to the wide forehand. I think Quadri Aruna, as a forehand dominating player, will like to step around that backhand corner. Let's see. He's on the scoreboard with a 3-1 lead. Robles continuing well right now, a bit of momentum.
Exactly. A very good start for Robles. Aruna needs to be ready because I think Robles is playing better now.
Yeah, Quadri brings out the spinny backhand here. And I think it's good that he does. It gives him some security, but it's a more familiar shot for Robles. He's used to backhand spins.
Yeah, and then after the backhand spin, Aruna should be ready for the next shot.
I guess always at this level, right?
Yep.
Always have to be ready for the next shot. It's not over till it's over.
2-5.
Good shot from Aruna.
Yeah, smart combination. Very soft first. When Robles starts to back behind the table, Quadri fools him, leaving it short.
5-3.
Good shot from Aruna. I was actually expecting him to do backhand drive, but as you know, he's got good feet too.
Well, you have to. When you have such a one-sided game, his backhand's fine, but his forehand's exceptional.
That's true.
For example, no chance.
That's no chance. That's so funny.
It's self-defense out there for Robles, just trying to hit it up high enough that it'll find its way back to the table.
Look at that. Look at that smile.
That's the one. It's the one that doesn't show up at exhibitions, but when it's in the matches.
5-all.
Some clear frustration after being up 5-1. Álvaro Robles, that lead has vanished. It has evaporated because Quadri Aruna has brought the heat.
Let
Next service.
5-0. 5-6.
Again, that was a no spin shot back to Aruna, and Aruna was not ready for it.
6-0.
You can imagine how difficult it is. Robles in that shot, you can see is perfectly in position. He's ready, at least by placement, but Quadri just has so much power, so much spin and movement on this next shot.
The first one was slow spin just to get the powerful second ball.
He's setting him up beautifully.
Exactly.
Level now with 6 each.
6-7.
Good shot.
This is going to be really tough for Robles. The serves right now are excellent. He's handcuffing Quadri, getting a passive receive, and it sends Robles into a timeout. It's nice to take the timeout when you still have a lead, but after being up 5-1, he finds himself down by 1 here in what feels like a must-win game. If he goes down 0-3 in a best-of-7 with Quadri, I mean, Quadri has so much heart already, but playing in Africa for the first time since 1939 at a World Championships, it's a big deal.
It's a big day for all African players here. Oh, that is Yoruba from my coach, because Aruna too is Yoruba. So the coach is just telling me what to do, which I'm not going to tell you all because I don't want to use it against Quadri. He's telling Quadri to take it easy, how he's going to play in Yoruba.
So he's telling Quadri to take it easy right now?
To take it easy and where to put all the shots.
So basically, not to get too excited right now,
Stay calm.
Anything else of note that you think would be interesting to share?
Push more shots and attack and use more of your forehand.
Push short, all right. So for those of you newer to table tennis, don't let the ball come off the back of the table where Robles can attack. Push it short, keep it inside the table.
6, 7.
And then earn a longer push that you can attack with your forehand. Let's see, thank you for the Yoruba. Beautiful shot here out of reach after pinning Quadri in the backhand side.
Yeah, I think Quadri didn't listen to the coach because the coach said push short and Quadri pushed long to the forehand. So that was a risky shot to take.
I guess it's tough when the opponent's serving though. Certain serves are very tough to push short, right?
That's true.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, it depends on the service. If it's side, okay. Wow. Good. 8-all. It's still open for both of them.
When you hear the words brace, 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 put your head forward, your hands behind your head, and get ready for Quadri's forehand.
Wow. Push shot, and which is not doing. You can actually push shot with that service.
They might have a long talk after this, we'll see. Robles getting closer to the finish line. And he's got 2 game points of his own. Robles with the parallel forehand sets up his first game points after losing narrowly in the first and second. It's been a good fight so far. It'll continue to be, but the adjustments here, the timeout will have been cashed in if he can capture this game. Perfect placement deep to the backhand corner. Quadri had to reset his feet, but it's Robles who takes this one. So his lifeline players back for game 4, ready for the action. Quadri leading 2-1 now. That finger breaker shot right near the baseline of the table, and Robles continuing with that momentum. 6 of the last 8 points he's scored, the Spaniard.
Love 1. Left. Love 1.
That was net. That was block.
Yeah, it did clip the net on the way over. Quadri's doing an excellent job, though. When you have that topspin, think of it like a tire. It just climbs and propels itself forward over the net.
No, that was a dangerous shot to play. He should have used his backhand instead of using his forehand.
Well, Robles again, knowing who's on the other side of the table.
1.
It is a tricky balance. When you have such a strong forehand, you're going to want to force the opponent to deal with it whenever you can. So the trick is going to be for Álvaro Robles to really set it up so that Quadri can't step around the corner or is a little bit off balance always. If he can block the first forehand, his best chance is by keeping him off balance so he gets a slower shot to block.
Yeah.
Unlike that one. You could probably watch that on about 0.5 speed and then think, oh, maybe that's blockable. But in real time, in real life right here, not much you can do about it.
That was to the middle. We call it pocket shot.
The pocket shot. Quadri, the pocket man. Got both his pockets out right now.
Good service from Robles. Side spin service.
this time.
I told you he needs to do more of his backhand drive instead of, the top spin from the backhand.
You have been preaching that Quadri should bring out that backhand a bit more. Let's see.
2-7.
It's a question of timing. His backhand is sort of a supporting cast member to the lead that is his forehand. What I mean by that is he uses it very effectively to keep himself in position. He's not usually finishing points with the backhand. He's setting up the forehand. But look at this, 13 of the last 16 for Álvaro.
9-2.
And he's only playing to Quadri's backhand now. And Quadri is not using his backhand.
The bottle challenge serve right into the backhand. A little bit of hesitation on Quadri's side, and I think there's going to be a long conversation in the corner. 8 game points for Robles.
3-10.
Still 7 left for the man there on receive, and it's given away a gift. Welcome to Africa, says the king. And it is 2 games apiece. The plot thickens here. We'll see who takes the lead in the next game, game number 5, in a match that is much anticipated. The world rank number 16 right after this.
Fifth game, low ball to serve, love all.
Back for game 5, momentum with Robles.
1 love.
Well, he uses the backhand here for a punch, but it's a shot that Robles can handle, and he goes wide out to the forehand again.
Yeah. Quadri has to move, but that was tough. You can see what is happening. Play more shots to Aruna's backhand. Like what I said, Aruna needs to play his backhand shot.
Love 3.
You can feel the pressure right now, trying to finish the point, but Robles gets a lot of balls back on the table, and as you've mentioned, he's keeping Quadri either pinned in the backhand corner, spinning it deep where he can.
3-1.
First point here for Quadri. What do you think about that?
Good, but he was lucky. But he needs to be ready at the backhand because Robles is not leaving that place soonest.
As wide as can be, it's tough to step around. Funke, talk to me.
I'm really short of words right now. The only thing I can say right now, Quadri has to do more at his backhand.
1-5.
It's interesting. There are a lot of options. I know it might not feel that way right now. Robles is quite a complete player. When I sort of run through the Rolodex, the thoughts here for what's possible for Quadri. If he pushes deep and gets a slower spinny shot back, his forehand counter, when he's confident, is almost unstoppable. And he's got such a big sweet spot on that forehand side. Tight serve here, you could feel the forehand waiting on the other side, the threat. Outstanding point, the point of the match so far, tested, and after that soft spin shot when Robles came back in, Quadri kept the racket high, stayed in control. This was quite exciting to watch.
That was beautiful. And Quadri was very careful. I think he lost his breath with the rally.
2-point game now.
5-4.
And a good long push here, a little bit more central on the table, Quadri Aruna. The energy that we saw, though, in the last point right from the start, I felt like he found his confidence that was missing a little bit for the last, say, 10 points or so.
Robles is really playing very, very intelligent, more of tactics, and that's what I'm seeing here.
And what are some of those tactics that you see from him?
Pushing short to the forehand, on long to the backhand.
5-6.
And he plays more to the backhand because he knows Quadri has got problem now with the backhand. And so majority of his shots, they're all going to Quadri's backhand.
That is the most impressive quick turn I've seen. Robles, I thought for sure had earned himself the point, and he's got his coach Bello on the feet now. Comes in fast. Short stroke, arm behind the head, signature Quadri Aruna specialty right there for the point to tie it up at 6 points each.
Yes, and Aruna was actually waiting for him at the backhand. Good drop shot from Aruna.
Got some local fans in front of the commentary booth. Quite excited to see Quadri coming back. 6 of the last 8. Things are going the Nigerians' way.
Yeah, what can I say now? That is a lot of practice, and Robles is using it perfectly. It's not giving Aruna any chance at all. Good service from Aruna.
You could argue that this is the most pivotal game of the match. Whoever takes this is going to have confidence, is going to be 1 game away from moving on to the round of 32 for the biggest event of the year. Took his chances, a tough ball to play, but he knew he had to keep some spin on it. It's tough to punch it with the backhand from that low. Smart play again from Robles to soften it up after blocking.
Exactly.
1 point in front now. Robles has been on the chase. It's been back and forth throughout this. The smart play, not only is he setting up Quadri to step around, keeping him out of position a bit, but he's in the perfect spot to counter.
The same shot from Aruna.
And it's Álvaro Robles at the 3rd towel break here. After that float serve, little spin, the push comes just long. And Robles is there to load it with the full stroke spin. Look at what it means to him. He's got 2 game points. He was down 0-2 just a few minutes ago. And he's 1 point away from being up 3-2. Still alive fighting. Quadri saves a game point.
Yep, still alive.
The pressure in these moments. Good to have the serve on his side.
Wow, that was a wrong service from Aruna, and he should have been more careful.
Who would have guessed that inside the table from the forehand side, he would move around and go down the line. So game and a narrow margin victory. He's up 3-2. Thrill to watch, so don't go anywhere. But right now, this is the match to watch. Quadri fighting for a game 7. Forcing the forehand into a round hole. Stepping around that backhand, he takes the first point. Look at the bend on this. Inside out forehand to the wide forehand corner. Quadri with the spin and the confidence takes this one wherever he wants.
That was a beautiful shot from Quadri Aruna.
So here's a question for you. These two have played. I know Quadri's not playing in Germany currently, but has over the years. Having met before in league play, do you think that's given Robles a bit of tactical advantage?
Of course, I think he knows more about Quadri. And I think, like you said from the beginning, they've played together. So he knows what to do against Aruna Quadri. And that is exactly what he's doing. He's playing tactics, and he's playing really perfectly against Aruna Quadri.
So smart play from Spain's Álvaro Robles, but Quadri Aruna leading in game 6. Good setup there, the parallel backhand, and he's got the whole table waiting with forehand all over it.
Aruna is getting ready for it right now.
First towel break here, quite a convincing score line. There's so much to talk about, and this match is mouthwatering. I'm curious, as someone who's come to such a high level from Nigeria, while it's a massive country with an incredible population, it's not historically, say, got the resources that China has. Nobody does for table tennis. How do you really get to the next level when you don't have a system in place? What was it for you that allowed you to get to the next level?
Doing it on my own, training on my own, because sometimes the love you have for table tennis, really. It makes you want to do more for yourself, even when sometimes you don't have any help from anybody.
I love it. Self-confidence. Taking yourself to where you need to be. Quadri doing the same out here, all the way up.
Wow, good service from Aruna. Backspin service, you call that, right? Another good service from Aruna. Backspin service.
This pendulum serve in near the body, putting the underspin on it. It's again the forehand waiting on the other side. I call that the beware of dog sign. There doesn't actually have to be one there. It's just the idea that makes someone uncomfortable. But in Quadri's case, they know he's really got that forehand. And the touch play, a game of hot potato out here. The most convincing scoreline we've seen yet. And 8 game points for Quadri to take this to the decider. Interesting.
No, you shouldn't do that. You should just take the last point so that you can be ready for the other ones.
And there it is, 11-3, a quite one-sided game number 6. They will go zone. Quadri Aruna and Spain's Álvaro Robles. 2 successful men racing right now, Funke.
I'm telling you, I'm really, really stressed out because I just want Quadri to win this. I'm so sorry that I'm talking like this. I'm a true Nigerian woman, and I think you all understand the fact that I want Aruna to win this match.
I 100% understand.
Good spin from Robles, and good start for him.
You must feel right now the way parents feel watching their kids play in important matches.
Exactly, that's exactly what is happening to me right now.
It's a very fine margin game when you go to that backhand corner with Quadri racing to step around.
And he has made a lot of mistakes there.
A little bit off the net, but he's able to spin safely. I felt like after that one shot he took, I think it was the game before, where he just sort of flat hit the ball against the lobs, the fishing game.
Wow, that was good from Aruna. What a good recovery from Aruna.
Yeah, the
and
backhand.
good backhand.
That's the one.
Exactly.
We saw it from the best camera angle in real time. It just suddenly came out of nowhere. It wasn't a rip, but he really guided it forward quickly to get some space back in at the table.
3-2.
Yeah, what can I say?
When Robles knows what's coming, he's very comfortable to play a quality ball there. No surprise came in on that long push.
Super shot from Aruna. I don't want to scream, but that was a beautiful shot because I don't want to scare anybody here.
Well, we don't have the earwax from earlier in the match that was once there to protect ourselves. But we understand the excitement. We all feel it here. The short side of the table exploited. Quadri taking a chance, and it really pays off. 3 points apiece now. 3s all across the scoreboard. No!
Shout like this. I hate table tennis sometimes, but I was thinking about it and it happened. Look at that.
You willed it? You're telling me you just thought of, you brought that into reality? The secret.
That was table tennis.
This is a test of the emergency broadcasting system. Don't worry, everything is fine. 1 point. It is 1 point. Quadri turns things around. For the Spanish fans out there, Álvaro still very much in this match as well.
5-4.
They will switch sides now, as one player has 5 points. If you're newer to table tennis, in the deciding game, the final game number 7 in a best of 7, when they get to 5 points for one player, they switch sides just to keep it balanced. What an escape on that lobbing point to come down on the edge.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so stressed up right now. Like you said, Adam, I'm just like a mother watching her son play table tennis.
4-6.
Clever play here. Short side of the table, just opens the wrist, guides it down the line.
What am I going to say again? Why he wanted to do the same thing, but he never worked this time around. Yeah, well, that was beautiful. That was not bad.
Nice adjustment by Quadri on the serve to make it a little bit less comfortable at the back of the table. Short side of his own, a taste of his own medicine. Quadri playing it on the parallel, and it ties it up.
That was a very, 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 very beautiful parallel shot. Just look at that. With all his body. But that was dangerous. It was very, very close to the table.
Right, he took a risk here. Leaves open the backhand corner, but invests in the present moment. Says, you have to prove to me that you can get this first shot back.
7-6.
That was a no-spin service. Dangerous. For me, I think it's actually better for Quadri Aruna to push shot.
It's tough with the flick game of Robles waiting, especially against those no-spin serves.
Wow, that was good. And it's actually always good, you know, to do slow top spin and finish up. You know, sometimes if you don't know what is coming, if you don't know the service, it's actually good to just raise it out a little bit and finish with his powerful drive.
We did see that in game 6. Quadri starting to spin a little bit more for security, but right now there's not a lot of security. The business end of the match. Robles 3 points away.
9-7.
And he comes back with the serves on his side now. If he converts both of these, he's eliminated Quadri Aruna on home soil here in Africa.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
After game number 6, it was looking quite grim, and Álvaro Robles sitting on 3 match points.
Oh my God! We can still make it. It's not over until it's over.
You remember last time, of course, that situation came up.
This is game of table tennis. Anything can still happen. Anything. I still believe Quadri Aruna is still going to win. A mother never give up on her son. So let's see what is going to happen.
Coach Bello, my goodness.
Oh,
and he's done it. Álvaro Robles has taken the match. Game number 7 comes back from down 0-2. An incredible performance here. The Spaniard has eliminated the hometown favorite, the continent's leading man, the King of Africa. Quadri Aruna has done amazing things.